Hey Alice, I really enjoyed watching your discussion post video on The Killer Inside Me and your focus on the mind and background of the serial killer. Like you said, childhood and upbringing really plays such a huge formative role in shaping the mind and the psychology of an individual. And that's where I start to really connect the character Lou from the Killer Inside Me to someone a lot more modern of a representation of that serial killer archetype, which is Dexter, obviously from the show Dexter, that I really, really enjoy. So I found a lot of parallels between the two characters, mainly in their upbringing and their occupation, which I thought was really interesting, and it really shows how a lot of things have been adapted off of The Killer Inside Me, this kind of serial killer narrative. For example, both Dexter and Lou dealt with a family member struggling with drug addiction, um, some kind of abandonment, maybe self-esteem issues, and both Dexter and Lou are in the criminal justice slash law enforcement field, which is particularly interesting um, because, they're masters at putting on these facades. Number one, because they're sociopaths and they know exactly what kind of faces, what kind of behaviors, mannerisms to perform in order to get the right reaction out of someone, and to appear charismatic. Um, and also, their placement in the law enforcement field really allows them to slip by pretty easily. And so I personally believe, like what you were talking about Lou and his sickness that he deals with. I personally believe that on more of like a psychological level, that Lou was so used to putting on this facade, and switching these two different personalities, that he began to split them. Like the more that they became divided, the more that he began disassociating himself with one or both personalities. Um, so I suspect that that is why he refers to his desires to kill as a sickness. It could also be a mental illness, but there's not enough information for me enough to say what he might have been struggling with at the time. But I believe that, he started to take off the responsibility, that he was the one doing these actions and saying that, oh yeah, this was like the other side of me. This was a completely different person. But it was him, and he did do it, and I think he was conscious when he was doing it because he derived a lot of pleasure out of killing people, as a sexual sadist and as a sociopath. He doesn't really know how to confront that in a healthy way. Anyways, so that's all I had to say. And I actually had another video filmed last night, so I'm sorry if this is a little more rambly. But for some reason, the one that I filmed last night didn't save, so I'm just doing this one this morning. But anyways, that's all I had to say, and I really enjoyed your video. Bye.